When the founders of the United States laid out the principles of their ideal government in the Constitution, they were aware that the needs of society might evolve over time. In fact, the first 10 amendments, called the Bill of Rights, were added to the Constitution to include additional safeguards for individual liberties at the request of opponents who feared the national government might have too much power. Beyond the Bill of Rights, further amendments were added to the Constitution over time to include more citizens in the political process. Let's look at these additional amendments and see what they can tell us about how our constitutional republic has broadened civic participation. The 13th Amendment officially abolished slavery. On the surface, this gave freedom to hundreds of thousands of citizens, allowing them to finally participate in the political process. On a deeper level, however, this completely altered the social and economic balance of power in the nation. People who had dismissed their fellow citizens as less than human for generations were forced to acknowledge the equality of all members of the nation. The 14th Amendment went a step further by assuring African American citizenship, meaning they were promised equal protection under the law. This passage has been used in many court cases since its adoption, not just those involving race. Citizens use this safeguard anytime they feel that the law has not been applied equally. The 15th Amendment ensures that no American citizen was prevented from voting based on their race. People who were formerly enslaved were now supposed to have equal voting rights, but some states managed to get around these rules for years. Women's suffrage, the right to vote, was enshrined by the 19th Amendment. Not only did this give women the right to influence their own government, but it also helped advance the overall perception of their place in society. The 24th Amendment prevented any state from establishing what were called poll taxes. Some states had effectively prevented minorities from voting by making citizens pay to cast their ballots. This measure guaranteed that all members of society could fully participate in governmental operations. Amendment 26 reduced the age requirement to vote from 21 to 18. This gave millions of young Americans the right to vote. People 18 years of age or older were eligible to be drafted into war efforts, so giving these citizens the right to vote only seemed fair.